morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about periodic classification part B. Yesterday, part A completed. In part A, we learned about Daubernier law of triads, Newland's law of octaves, Mendel's periodic classification, and modern periodic classification. In this part B, we will discuss about the periodic properties, how it is varying in groups and periods. What we have the periodic properties now? Atomic radius, valency, electropositivity, electronegativity, ionization energy, and electron affinity, shielding effect or screening effect, and a nuclear charge. Like this, we have many types of periodic properties are there. Now we will discuss about one by one. First one is atomic radius. First one is atomic radius. Atomic radius. Which topic it is? Periodic properties. Periodic properties. First topic is first property is atomic radius. What is atomic radius? The distance from the center of the nucleus to where the valence electrons are present. If we draw the structure here, if it is an atom, it is a nucleus, it is the center of the nucleus. Now, what is atomic radius? The distance from center of the nucleus to valence shell. So, from here to here, this is known as atomic radius. For example, what is the definition of atomic radius? The distance from center of the nucleus to where valence electrons are present. Where valence electrons are present. Where valence electrons are present is known as atomic radius. Now, for example, take sodium, atomic number 11, electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1, K shell, L shell, M shell. Now sodium having 3 shells. Now draw the figure of sodium. It is the nucleus of sodium, the center. K shell, L shell, M shell. K contains how many electrons? 2. First electron, second electron. It is K shell, 2 electrons are there. It is M shell. How many electrons? 8 electrons are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now M shell, third shell. It is the third shell, M shell. How many electrons are there? 1 electron. It is a 1 electron. Now what is the atomic radius from where to where? Center of the nucleus to M shell here in the sodium. This distance is called atomic radius. This distance is called atomic radius. Now, how atomic radius varies in groups and periods? Let me explain about how it is varying in groups and periods. In groups, we will check now. Group. I am going to take the first A group or first group. In that, hydrogen, sodium, potassium, hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium there. It is the first A group element. In groups, how you are going to check the group? From top to bottom. From top to bottom you will check the property. How it is varying means or increasing or decreasing. That thing is called how it is varying. Now hydrogen 1s1, lithium 1s2, 2s1, sodium 1s2, 3s2, 2p6, 3s1, potassium 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1. Now for rubidium 5s1 will get, cesium 6s1 will get, francium 7s1 will get. Is the valence electrons. Now hydrogen valence electron present in K shell, lithium valence electron present in L shell, sodium valence electron present in M shell, potassium valence electron present in N shell, then rubidium O shell, P shell, Q. Like that, top to bottom, the valence electrons remains constant, but the number of shells are increasing. Number of shells are increasing. So top to bottom, number of shells increasing means radius also will be increased. For example, hydrogen is the nucleus, K shell, lithium, Kl, sodium, Klm, sodium, potassium, Klmn. So it is a hydrogen distance, lithium distance, sodium distance, potassium distance. So top to bottom, if we check the distance, atomic radius is increasing by increasing the shells, increasing the main shells. That's the reason atomic radius improves. It will be increases at last, increases from top to bottom. From top to bottom, atomic radius will be increases in the groups. Now we will discuss about periods. I hope you understand everybody here. Next periods. Period. I am going to take a second period as example. Lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. This is the second period. Now I am going to check for atomic radius in second period. How it is varying? Lithium configuration 1s2 2s1, beryllium configuration 1s2 2s2, boron 1s2 2s2 2p1, carbon 1s2 2s2 2p2. Next nitrogen 1s2 2s2 2p3, oxygen 1s2 2s2 2p4, fluorine 1s2 2s2 2p5, neon 1s2 2s2 2p6. Now you write in sequence order as it is straight to the beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. Now here we have to check the shells. Lithium, Kl, beryllium, Kl, boron, Kl, carbon, Kl, nitrogen also, electrons present in Kl shells only, oxygen also same, fluorine also same, neon also same. Now in periods same shells are repeated. Which shells? Kl only in second period, K and L shells only repeated. But the number of electrons are increases. But the number of electrons are increases in the valence shell. Here observe carefully. L is the valence shell. Here also L valence shell. L is the valence shell for this all elements. Now in lithium, 1 electron is the valence shell. In beryllium, 2 electrons. In boron, 3 electrons. In carbon, 4 electrons. In nitrogen, 5 electrons. Oxygen, 6 electrons. fluorine 7 electrons, neon 8 electrons. Now the electrons are increases. Electrons are increases means instead of the atom, protons also will be increases because of number of electrons are equal to number of protons for neutral gases atom. So here electrons are increases, by the result protons also increases. By the result of that, by increasing the proton number, here nuclear charge also increases. Nuclear charge also increases means the nucleus will be attract the valence shell towards itself. Attract the valence shell towards itself. Then the atom will be shrink. Atom will be shrink. By the result, the atomic radius will be decreases. Atomic radius will be decreases from left to right. This is the main reason why atomic radius will be decreases in periods while moving left to right. I hope you understand. Next, second periodic property, valency. Valency. Already it has written here. Now first we will discuss periods. What is the definition of valency? The combining capacity of an element. Combining capacity. Why the atoms will be combined with each other? Because of for getting the stability. What is meant by stability? Independent existence. Independent existence, that is called stability. So each and every atom in the nature always try to get the stability by losing electrons or by gaining electrons or by sharing of electrons. That is known as stability. Now here, what is valency? Combining capacity. Combining capacity of an element or of an element. So here, combining capacity. Now in periods, if you take, all of listen, it is a second period. Second period. What is the valency of lithium? 1. Beryllium valency 2. Boron valency 3. Carbon valency 4. Then nitrogen valency. Here number of valence electrons are 5. Number of valence electrons are 5. For getting a octet configuration, it needs 3 more electrons. It needs 3 more electrons. Because of every element try to acquire nearest noble gas electronic configuration by losing electrons or by gaining electrons. So here nitrogen having 5 valence electrons, but for getting octet configuration, how many electrons are needed here? 3 more electrons are needed. That's why nitrogen valency is 3. Next, oxygen. Oxygen, 6 valence electrons are there. 6 valence electrons. For getting octet configuration, how many electrons are needed here? 2 more electrons are needed. So here oxygen valence is 2. Fluorine, valence electrons are 7. Valence electrons are 7. Then for getting octet configuration, how many electrons are needed? 1 electron needed. That's why valence is 1. Neon, already octet. There is no need to loss, there is no need to gain. That's why neon valency is 0. That's why neon is the noble gas. Already I explained the study in periodic classification part A. Noble gases, 8th group elements, 18th group elements, rare gases, inert gases, 0 group element. Why I written there 0 group element means neon valency is 0. That's why we call it is a 0 group elements. Next, now check the in periods while moving left to right, It is the first A group element, second A, this third A, fourth A, fifth A, and sixth A, seventh A, that is eighth A. Now all of you listen. While moving left to right, the valency will be increases up to fourth A group element. After that, gradually decreases up to fourth A group elements. It will be increase. After fourth A group element, it will be decreases gradually. This is how valency varies in periods. I hope you understand. Next, in group. In groups we will check now. First year group. I am going to take example as a first year group. Hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. This is the first year group element. You can take any group as example. Just now I taken as example first year. Hydrogen electronic configuration 1s1. Lithium 1s2, 2s1. Sodium 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. Potassium 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1. It is a one valence electron hydrogen, lithium one valence electron, sodium one valence electron, potassium one valence electron. For rubidium 5s1 will get 5s1 one valence electron, cesium 6s1, francium 7s1. So finally valency remains constant while moving top to bottom. Top to bottom, valency remains constant. This is the one more periodic property by valency. I hope you understand everybody. Next, third property. Third periodic property is electropositivity. Electropositivity short form is EP. Electropositivity. Electropositivity in simple way, the definition is lossing property. Lossing of electrons is called electropositivity. So according to the definition, I am going to write now. All of you listen carefully. The tendency of an element to lose one or more electrons from the valence shell is called electropositivity. The tendency of an element to lose one or more electrons from the valence shell. For example, take potassium, atomic number 19, configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1. Now here potassium is near to the which noble gas? Argon. Argon is 18. This is a noble gas, already stable one. potassium should do what it should do to lose one electron. So here it is losing this one electron at last in this valence shell containing 8 electrons. So like that potassium will get stability by losing its one electron. Losing property, simply losing property is known as electropositivity. Here potassium losses one electron. If we take calcium 20, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2. Here calcium losing 2 electrons. So here potassium losing 1 electron, calcium losing 2 electrons. So here according to definition, the tendency of an element to lose one or more electrons from the valence shell. Next, if we take aluminum 13, configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p1. Finally, it is losing 3 electrons. Here aluminum is losing 3 electrons for getting octet configuration. So like that we can discuss easily. So this is about the definition of electropositivity. Now we will discuss about how it varies in groups and periods. Electropositivity. Now we will check in group. In group we will check. I am going to take for example as the first A group: hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. Listen here: hydrogen 1s1, lithium 1s2, 2s1, sodium 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1, potassium 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1. This is a 5s1, 6s1, 7s1. Now K is the near to the nucleus because if it is a valence shell present in K now, that's why hydrogen is near to the nucleus. Just assume that here nucleus is there. For example, it is the nucleus. Now hydrogen is near to the nucleus because of the valence electron present in K shell. Next after that, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. Here it is the nucleus. Hydrogen is near to the nucleus. So there is more attraction towards to the nucleus. Between the nucleus and hydrogen, more attraction is there. Lithium attraction somewhat decrease. Sodium decreases more. Potassium decreases more and more. Rubidium, cesium, francium. Top to bottom attraction. Top to bottom attraction decreases. Top to bottom attraction decreases. Then finally we can remove electron easily from the francium because of it is far away from the nucleus. Hydrogen near to the nucleus. Francium far away from the nucleus. Francium will be lost electrons easily. Francium basically radioactive element that leave it. After cesium is there. Cesium will be lost electrons easily because of top to bottom attraction will be decreased. So cesium will be lost electron easily and fastly. So by listening this, what did you say? What you are going to say here? Top to bottom attraction decreases, the positivity will be increases. Top to bottom electropositivity will be increases in groups. Top to bottom electropositivity will be increases in groups because of attraction will be decreased from top to bottom. This is about electropositivity. Next, In periods we will check. In periods, take the second period. Lithium configuration 1s2 2s1. Beryllium 1s2 2s2. Boron 1s2 2s2 2p1. Carbon 1s2 2s2 2p2. Nitrogen 1s2 2s2 2p3. Oxygen 1s2 2s2 2p4. Fluorine 1s2 2s2 2p5. Neon 1s2 2s2 2p6. Now here, how electropositivity will be varies in periods. Lithium losing 1 electron, beryllium losing 2 electrons, boron losing 3 electrons, carbon losing 4 electrons. Lithium losing 1 electron, beryllium 2 electrons, boron losing 3 electrons, carbon losing 4 electrons. So here you have to notice one point. The elements which are losing less number of electrons, it having more positivity. Did you understand? The elements which are losing less number of electrons, that will be more positive. So here 1 electron is losing, it will be lost easily. 2 electrons losing means somewhat hard. Losing 3 electrons more hard. Losing 4 electrons more and more hard. So here don't count the number of electrons. Just concentrate on the nature of the positivity. Here positivity is going to decreases. Positivity is going to decreases. And also here nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. Nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, electron negative elements. They will not lose electrons. They will gain electrons. Here nitrogen gaining 3 electrons, oxygen gaining 2 electrons, fluorine gaining 1 electron. So here the gaining nature also increases. Here fluorine gaining 1 electron means that is a more negativity. Oxygen gaining 2 electrons means somewhat negativity. Nitrogen gains 3 electrons means least negativity. So here negative property are introducing while moving from left to right. That's the reason at last electropositivity will be decreases by increasing the electronegativity. Electronegativity. I hope you understand everybody. Don't get confused here. Okay. Next topic is electronegativity. Electronegativity. What is the definition of electronegativity? Gaining nature, gaining property of element. Here, according to the definition, if you read the definition, the tendency of an element to gain one or more electrons towards itself is called electronegativity. It is opposite to the electropositivity. Now we will discuss how it varies in groups and periods. Now I am going to explain about in period. In periods, how it varies in periods. As we discussed about is the lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. Here the gaining nature is increased because of nitrogen, oxygen, fluorines are electronegative elements. Nitrogen, oxygen, fluorines are electronegative elements. So here nitrogen gains 3 electrons, oxygen gains 2 electrons, fluorine gains 1 electron. Here which element is gaining least number of electrons, that is more negative in nature. So here fluorine is gaining 1 electron, oxygen gaining 2 electrons, nitrogen gaining 3 electrons. So in these three, which is more electronegativity element? Fluorine. So here this is the second period, while moving left to right, fluorine is there. We are moving towards to the fluorine, most electronegative element. So electronegativity will be increases. Electronegativity will be increases while moving left to right in the period. Now in groups, in groups, I am going to take an example as 7th A group elements. 7th A group: fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine, like that elements are there. Fluorine configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. Chlorine 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. Bromine, fluorine 3s2, 2p5, chlorine 3s2, 3p5, bromine 4s2, 4p5, iodine 5s2, 5p5, astatine 6s2, 6p5, like that valence shell will be there. Now just assume in this group, here nucleus is there, fluorine is near to the nucleus, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. Now fluorine is near to the nucleus means there will be more attraction. There will be more attraction means it will be gain electrons fastly. That's the main thing. Fluorine near to the nucleus, more attraction is there, so fluorine will be gain electron fastly towards itself. That's why fluorine is the highest electronegative element. Highest electronegative element is fluorine. While moving top to down, attraction decreases. Attraction decreases means the gaining property also decreases. So in the groups, the electronegativity will be decreases. The electronegativity will be decreases due to decrease the attraction. Due to decrease the attraction. Highest electronegative element is fluorine. Lowest electronegative element. Lowest electronegative element is cesium. Okay. I forgot to tell the highest electropositive element. Highest electropositive element is cesium, Cs. Lowest electropositive element is fluorine. These both are opposite with each other, inversely proportional with each other. So this is about electronegativity property. Next, we will discuss about next upcoming topics are ionization energy, electron affinity, nuclear charge, and shielding effect. More properties are there. That 4 properties we will discuss in next class. Thank you.